division of a polynomial by another polynomial. That is, we have studied in our previous section division of a polynomial by a monomial. Also we have studied division of a polynomial by a binomial. I think that is clear to you, and you have completed your works, did your homeworks, your worksheets, everything you have completed. And I told previous class also, if you have any doubt you can contact me. And today we are going to study the continuation of the previous section. Previous section we have studied division of polynomial. So in this section also we will begin with the division of polynomials. After studying the division of polynomials, we will move to the remainder theorem. Okay, so I think you are thorough with the division of polynomials. Now we will see one problem, and from that problem we will move to the remainder theorem. Okay, so previous class we told the dividend is represented as p of x, and also the divisor is represented as g of x. Here I am going to take a question. That is, we are going to take a dividend. I will take a dividend x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now I am going to divide it by x minus 1. So previous class we have seen how to divide a number or how to divide a polynomial by another polynomial. So we know the steps of division. So what was our first step? Our first step, what is it? Take the first term x cube divided by the first term of the divisor. So x cube divided by x, we know x square. That is the first term of the quotient. Now next step, take this term in the quotient divided by multiply it by all the terms of the divisor. That is x square into x, you will get it as x cube. X square into minus 1, you get it as minus x square. So we know next step you have to subtract this from the dividend. So when you subtract, we know the first term will become 0, because we know we are continuing the division process to make the first term 0. Okay, so x cube minus x cube, we know it is equal to 0. Now next term x square minus x square, it is x square plus x square, which is equal to 2x square. Keep in mind, I am not doing the process here because you all are thorough with the division. We have done the problems in the previous section. I think you are all thorough with the division now. So I am not going writing the process here. You can do it in your mind, all these calculations, and we need only those division for us. So we don't want the way we are doing that all this process. We need only the division process here. So I am not going and doing again all step by step. We know how to do it. You are also thorough, so you know how to do it. So x square minus x square is 2x square. Now bring down all the terms. That is x is there and plus 1. Okay. Now what was the next step? This is our new dividend. We will take the first term here and divide it by the first term of the divisor. First term is 2x square. 2x square divided by x, it is plus 2x. Okay, that is the next term of the quotient. Next step, take this term and multiply with all the terms of the divisor. That is positive 2x multiplied with x, you get it as positive 2x square. Now positive 2x multiplied with minus 1, sign changes there, it is equal to minus 2x. Okay, now we have to do the subtraction. First term, we know it becomes 0. See the second term, that is x minus 2x, which will come as x plus 2x, x plus 2x is 3x. So next bring down the term, you get it as 3x plus 1. Okay. Now next step, again we can continue the division, because we know we will stop the division only when the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. Here you can see what is the degree here now. It is 3x plus 1. It is a degree 1 polynomial. So we will not stop the division there. We have to continue. We will stop the division only when the degree becomes less than the degree of the divisor. You can see here the degree of the remainder here now. Now degree of this polynomial is 1. Here the degree is 1. So we can continue the division. So again we continue the division taking this as the new dividend. So take the first term 3x. 3x divided by this first term here x. That is 3. That is the next term of the quotient. Next step. Take this term positive 3, multiply with all the terms here. So you get 3 into x, 3x and 3 into minus 1, it is minus 3. Okay, now subtract 3x minus 3x, we know it becomes 0, 1 minus minus 3, it becomes 4. Okay, now we stop the division. Why? Because we know that here we got it as a constant polynomial. We know the degree of a constant polynomial, it is 0. So we cannot continue because the degree of this polynomial becomes less than the degree of the divisor. So we stop the division there. Okay, so that means we can take 4 is the remainder. So division is clear to you. Now from this we are moving to the theorem, that is remainder theorem. Okay. Now, what is this remainder theorem? That's what we are going to study. So, remainder theorem is something related to this remainder of the polynomial. So, what is remainder theorem? So, I am going to say the statement here. The remainder theorem states if p of x is a polynomial and so p of x is a polynomial and if this p of x is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, then the theorem states that remainder is equal to p of a. I know here in this you might have not understood anything. You will be having confusion what is this p of a. Then you will have confusion what is this x minus a. You will have confusion with this p of x. So here our theorem states that p of x is a polynomial. It can be of any degree, no problem, but it must be a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to x minus a. We know that we can divide a polynomial by another polynomial. That polynomial's degree must be equal to divisor or greater than the divisor. So p of x is a polynomial and if it is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, it is clearly given, it is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a. X minus a is a linear polynomial. Okay, and it is x minus a used here, not x plus a. If it is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. So you will see what is this a. A means it is actually you are dividing by x minus a. If you are dividing by x minus a, what is the 0 of x minus a? What is the 0 of x minus a? You can find x minus a equal to 0. Then x is equal to 0 plus a, that is x is equal to a. So x is equal to a is the 0 of this divisor x minus a. So here it says remainder is equal to p of a. This a and this a both are same. Clear? Remainder is equal to p of a. The way a which we are taking here is same as the a, that is 0 of this polynomial. Clear to you? So x minus, when we are dividing p of x by x minus a, remainder is equal to p of a. Here the a, I am saying only about a is the 0 of this divisor. And now we have to see p of a. What is p of a? We studied if p of x is a polynomial, P of A means it is the value of the polynomial at x is equal to A. Okay, P of A, what is it? P of A means, what is it? It is, what is it? Value of P of x at x is equal to A. So all this you have to relate. What is this A? A means it is the 0 of this linear polynomial x minus A. And remainder is not equal to A, remainder is P of A. P of A means, what is the meaning? Value of P of x at x is equal to A. Is it clear? That is the remainder theorem. So keep in mind, P of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. Why we say it as degree greater or equal to 1? Because the divisor we are used is of degree 1. So P of x must be a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. And if P of x is divided by a linear polynomial x minus A, then the remainder is equal to P of A. To understand it more clearly, I have done the problem here for you for the division. Okay, so what is it actually here? Our question. We are taking the polynomial, this one, and dividing by the polynomial x minus 1. So we will take P of x is equal to, that is the dividend, isn't it? P of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. And we are dividing it by x minus 1. That is a linear polynomial. We are dividing by x minus a. So here we are going to divide this polynomial by x minus 1. According to the remainder theorem, what does it say? It says that the remainder is equal to P of A. P of A means A we are getting as the 0 of this x minus a. What is the 0 of x minus 1? What is it? That is, we equate x minus 1 to 0. X is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 is the 0 of this x minus 1. So according to theorem, what we can say? Remainder is equal to, that is, when you divide this polynomial by x minus 1, remainder is equal to, we got the 0 of this as 1. So remainder is equal to P of 1. Find P of 1. What do you get P of 1? P of 1 is equal to, what is it? P of x is, we got it as P of x as what? P of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Okay. X cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now what is P of 1? P of 1 is equal to 1 cube. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. Isn't it? What we got the remainder here? It is 4. That is, when we divide this polynomial by x minus 1, we got the remainder as 4. The same remainder you can get using the remainder theorem. But the thing is that you can divide only by a linear polynomial. The remainder theorem states only division by a linear polynomial. Okay, that is a binomial. P of x is divided by a polynomial x minus a. Then the remainder is equal to P of A. So P of x we took here, it is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. We are dividing by x minus 1. What do we get the remainder according to the remainder theorem? It is P of 1. P of 1 is equal to 4, isn't it? From where we are getting this 1? 1 is the 0 of this polynomial x minus 1. Is it clear now? That is the remainder theorem. And we also have the proof to study here for the remainder theorem. Okay, you have having the proof also to study. I'll give the proof as notes at the end of this class, this section. You can copy it down. So, what is our theorem states? P of x is a polynomial and if it is divided by x minus a, the remainder is equal to p of x. This was our theorem. We are going to prove it. Is it clear? So we know that when we divide a polynomial by a polynomial, linear polynomial, you know we have a quotient and we have a remainder. So here also when we divide this polynomial p of x by x minus a, we will have a quotient and we will have a remainder. We will take quotient is equal to q of x and remainder is equal to r of x. But one thing here, we know that the division is by a linear polynomial. So always we know when you divide a polynomial by this linear polynomial x minus a, always the remainder you may be getting here will be a constant, because we know we can continue the division if the divisor and the remainder have the dividend we are getting here have the same degree, we can continue the division. We will stop the division only if the remainder, the degree of the remainder becomes less than the degree of the divisor. Here the degree of the divisor used will be always 1, isn't it? But so we know when we do the division, remainder degree will be always equal to 0, which means that when you divide it by a linear polynomial x minus a or a binomial like this way, x minus a, the remainder will be always constant. So we can simply take it as some r. It is a constant term. So r of x is not needed because we will not get a variable there. Okay. So we know it is having a quotient q of x, remainder we take it as r since it is a constant. Now we know when we divide a polynomial by another polynomial, we have the division rule here. What is the division rule? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So here also we can use the division rule. So dividend was what? P of x. P of x is equal to divisor was x minus a, isn't it? X minus a. Then we know it had a quotient. We don't know the quotient. If there is a problem, we can get it. We are saying the theorem. So quotient we will take it as q of x itself. Okay. Q of x plus r of remainder, r of x it is, since it is a constant, we simply take it as r. Now we know that we told according to theorem what is our remainder? It is p of a. So instead of x we are going to give it as a. So when you give it as a, it becomes p of a. P of a is equal to all the x changes to a. So x minus a, x changes to a. So we get a minus a into q of a. So x changes to a plus r. But we know what is this a minus a? It becomes 0. So it comes as p of a is equal to 0 into q of a plus r. Which means that this term becomes 0. Which means what you get here, p of a is equal to r. R means it is remainder. Okay, this is our proof. So here we have proved if a polynomial p of x is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, this p of x is having the degree greater than or equal to 1. If it is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is equal to p of a. This is how we are, or this is our theorem. So to find the remainder, you need not simply go for the division here. Only if you are asked to do by division process, you can go for division. Otherwise, simply you can find the remainder using the remainder theorem. But keep in mind, this is the division of a polynomial by a linear polynomial alone. That is a binomial. And also, we can see if it is divided by x minus a, the remainder is equal to p of a. Okay. Next we have a question here. Find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x plus 1. We are not asked to do by our division process, so we can do it by what power? Using the remainder theorem. So using remainder theorem to do it, we are taking p of x is equal to x cubed plus x x plus 1. Okay, so we know you have to find the remainder. What is the remainder? That is, to find the remainder, first we have to find the 0 of this polynomial x plus 1. So 0 of x plus 1, that is equal, that is, yes, x plus 1 equal to 0, x is equal to 0 minus 1, which is minus 1. So here it is plus 1, so what is the 0 of the polynomial? It is minus 1. So what will be our remainder according to remainder theorem? It is p remainder equal to p of minus 1. Isn't it? We studied 0 we have to find here, then p of that value will be the remainder. P of minus 1 is equal to, we are going to give here, that is value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 cube plus minus 1 plus 1. Isn't it? So minus 1 cube, we know it is minus 1. Again plus and minus will become minus 1 plus 1. So what do you get here? Minus 2 plus 1, which is minus 1. Okay, so the remainder will be equal to minus 1. That is, when we divide this polynomial, p of x is equal to x cube plus x plus 1, it is, we are getting the remainder is equal to minus 1. Okay, so this you have to do and study this question, and I will give you a question here, and for the same question, that is the first question, this, for the second question, I will give you this question, x plus 2, that is dividing this polynomial by x plus 2, you have to find the remainder, and when I come for the next section, or you can, when I may call you infrequently, or I may call in between, that is not all I can call, I may call sometime in between 1 or 2, and I may ask you what is the answer here. You can do it, all these works in your, this verse you can do it in your rough book, and notes of this I will give you the next section. And here this question also I have given you as a working problem. You can do it in your rough book and send me the answer when I call you. Which means that I will not call all of you, I will call 1 or 2 only. So I know I will select 1 or 2 and I will call you and I will get the answer. Okay, I think it is clear. Now I will give you the notes in the, I will slide, I will give you the notes and you can copy down the notes given. Okay, thank you.
Start it every.
Now copy your notes. Remainder theorem. Write the heading, remainder theorem, and proof will be given in the next slide.